Greetings. I'm Doc V, and we're going to talk about finances. What is going on in our community where we are a target for marketers for our money and that we're not making wise decisions concerning our finances? Why do we spend money on expensive jewelry, cars, clothes, and we don't even have enough money set up for our retirement? Why do we spend our first, our last, and our everything? My voice is a little hoarse this morning, and I thought I would take advantage of this Barry White sound to talk about this thing. Let me cut this music just temporarily and let's talk about it. I was at work and a coworker, female coworker, she was telling me that she had to go to court and that she would be off the next day. She had to go to court. She has to sue a friend of hers. And I said, oh, what is the problem? What happened? She said she let her friend borrow her purse, and her friend bought the purse back, and it was damaged. It was severely damaged. And I was like, you gonna take her to court for that? Can't she just take care of it, pay you a couple $100 for the purse or what have you? She said the purse was $3,000. And I looked at her and I said, what does a woman need with a $3,000 purse? And she looked at me like I was crazy, like, what are you talking about? It's a coach, or it's a zabadaba, whatever you call it, a pate du rah. And I scratched my head and she went on, and I was thinking, I couldn't even date this person. I couldn't go out with her. We couldn't do anything. She got a $3,000 purse. Shoes probably cost $500. Got jewelry and, diamond earrings for $10,000. What can I do? Okay. I'm thinking a $300 bag is nice, and I'm thinking we go out to eat at the steakhouse and I spend about $80. I think I've done something. But no, not the case. So let me continue. Why do we buy a car or automobile that's very expensive, that we don't even have a mortgage, or we don't even have retirement set up? And some people almost have to live in these cars. You polish it, you get the tires done, you fix it up, and you're riding around and you're looking good, and you're going out to the parties and the venues, but your home situation is a mess. You don't have a mortgage, your credit is not good, and your retirement is not set up. So what's going on here? What's going on here? And then we're often targeted. Title loans. You can get your title back with Title Max. Easy monthly payments until you get your title back after you borrow this $4,000 or $5,000. And what they don't tell you is you borrow $4,000 or $5,000 by the time you pay back that loan, you pay back about $1,500 more than you borrowed. Was it worth it? Get your title back with Title Max. And then another thing that you see often on the advertisement is one call, that's all. One click, that's it. You come in and you make your claim, insurance claim, and the companies come in and they put you through going to medical checkups, and they put you through background checks to try to get this money for you. And they don't tell you that they get 30% of the take. For example, if your claim or insurance claim is $9,000, they get $3,000. But most of the time it's more than that, or they don't even bother with it. Mostly it's $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, and they're going to get $20,000 off of this settlement. So that's why they target you and they come at you. Then there's this thing called payday loans. You don't have to wait for your paycheck. We'll give you $500 today. You don't have to wait 2 weeks for your check. And you're like, oh boy, this is wonderful. I can just tell them where I work, fill out the application, get $500 to take care of my business, and then when I get payday, I pay them back. Well, do you think you pay them back $500? No, there's an application fee, there's a processing fee, and if you're late on paying them back, there's another cap fee or interest fee, so that $500 ends up being $675 because you had to get your money early. You were targeted. So, one call, that's all, the strong arm of law, we're the family business and we can help you and we can get you where you need to be. Why do we fall into this? And I'm guilty. I remember when I was younger, people would say, pay yourself, pay money to the church, pay your tithes, give your offering, and then pay yourself. And I'm like, what do you mean pay yourself? I'm paying myself when I buy me some new shoes, or when I buy me a jacket, or buy me a coat, or when I, put new tires on the car or something. I said, no, pay yourself. Put money away for the rainy day. I said, rainy day? I've got an umbrella. I got a nice apartment. It ain't raining in there. What do you mean rainy day? What they were trying to tell me is put that money away. Put money away until you get into your golden years. And when it's time to retire, you'll be able to sit back and you'll be able to live a decent life during your final days here on earth. I wasn't thinking about that. I think about it now. I've made plans recently and in the past, but not the deep past. In other words, I could have had a better retirement set up right now if I would have paid attention to these warnings, but I didn't. I wanted to do what I wanted to do. I wanted to spend how I wanted to spend. And what happened is now I have retirement woes. I've got money coming in from my teacher retirement. I've got some Social Security. I've got some little things that I'm trying to do. I thought about playing the stock market, but the stock market is no joke. Yes, people have gotten rich and they've made a lot of money on it, but one wrong move, one wrong step, and that money that you've accumulated, that wealth that you've accumulated can be gone just like that. Think of the people out in California when the fires came. Had the Golden Globe Awards and the people are talking about, yeah, we're doing this. And, nobody thanked God for this. They were just having a good time. And then the next day, the fire started. And the fire went on for days and days and days. $1 million homes were burnt down. $2, $3, $4 million homes over a 60 square mile area. 60 square miles, to give you an idea, 8 times 8 is 64. So 8 miles this way and 8 miles this way in that area is about 64 square miles. They said about 60 square miles, so subtract 4 from that. That's a large area. That is devastation, unbelievable. The insurance companies refuse to pay. Now, the only saving grace on this whole thing is these millionaires that had these $1 million homes, most of them had multiple millions. Think about it. If you've got $3, $4 million homes, you probably got about 10, 15, 20 million sitting around somewhere. They'll be able to rebuild. They'll be able to come back. But those people that were living normally, like me, where you need credit and you need a plan and you need a job, those people are going to face some devastation. So God is in charge of everything, and God could have made it rain and put the fires out. Why he did not, I don't know. I can't even begin to speculate what was going on there. We live and we work and we have our being, but your tomorrow is not promised to you. You can make financial plans and make one wrong move or have a tragedy in your family or in your household, and then that money can be gone. So, what am I saying? I'm saying that it's nice to have nice things. It's nice to be able to travel. It is nice to be able to collect things. So I want to bring Barry White back because my voice was sounding a little bit, had that nice ruffle to it this morning. It's going to probably clear up, but I wanted to talk about why we spend money the way we do. Why must we keep up with the Joneses? Why does a woman need a purse that costs $3,000? Why do we spend $3,000 and $4,000 on a vacation trip? What is that? Why do we spend our first and our last and our everything for material gain? We must make wiser decisions when it comes to our money and our finances. If you have to borrow $500 against your paycheck and you're going to get paid in 2 weeks, to me that is a problem. That is an issue. If you have to put your title up, the title of your car that you spent 4 or 5 years paying for, and risk losing that car, that shows me that your financial planning needs some adjusting. So, as an African-American male, the black man, there's obstacles that you're going to run into. There's obstacles as a black man, as an African-American male, there are obstacles that you are going to face in society. And many of them are going to center around your finances. You have to have a plan and you must be disciplined. The reason I can speak freely on this is because I am guilty. I've bought things that I didn't really need. Years ago, many years ago, 30, I had to file bankruptcy. I couldn't handle my bills. I had people calling me, threatening to take my car back. Credit going down, couldn't borrow anything. It was terrible. People calling me, where's our money? Where's my money? I said, I spent it, I don't have it. Because I spent my first, my last, and my everything. I had to file bankruptcy. There's another thing that happened to me. I'm just going to share this. It was time to file taxes. I was 29 years old, 30. Time to file. I wasn't married, no kids. It's time to file taxes. And I said, I don't have time to do that. I'm busy. Months later, went to the bank. I had $500 in the bank. I had rent due. I had to get some gas in the car, and I had to buy some groceries. I said, let me take $50 out. Rent's not due till Friday. Somehow I'm going to come up with the other $200, $300 I need to pay my rent. At that time, $600, $700, $800. Went to the bank, wrote the check for $50, and they said, the check is no good, Mr. Shores. I said, go check it again. I just checked it yesterday. I got $500 in the bank. They checked it, and they said, there's no money in the bank. So they went and got the manager. I said, check, what's going on? The lady brought the paperwork in. She said, Mr. Shores, the IRS came and they took $500 out of your bank account. And I said, thank you. And I walked out and I sat in the car and I cried. Tears came out of my eyes. I said, $500, my rent's due Friday. I got no groceries. I got no food. And I just sat there. I said, what in the world is going on? True story. I calmed myself down. I was able to call someone and tell them what happened. And they forwarded me the money. They loaned it to me, no interest. I took care of my business. But that was the last time I messed with the IRS. Don't mess with them. I make sure my taxes are done, correctly. If I owe money, I pay. If I got money back, if I'm getting money back, I take that money and I allocate it properly. I don't go to Cancun or buy some spinning rims for my car. No. I had to learn. So I say to some of you who are in a situation where your money's looking pretty good and you're pretty balanced out and you want to do things and you want to try things and you want to take chances with your business ventures, business ideas, or maybe you want to buy something nice for your girlfriend or you want to buy something nice for the house, be careful. That new car that you want, yes, people are going to look at you and they're going to say, yeah, they're sharp. Look at him. He's sharp. Look at him. And you're going to look good. For the first 3 months, they're going to be looking at you saying, yeah, that's nice. That's nice. But for the next 48 to 62 months, you're going to have a car note, $642.28. Every doggone month. It's not going away until the car is paid for. Count the costs. One call, that's all. You better be careful. Get your title back with Title Max. You better be careful. We will loan you money today and you don't have to pay it back until payday. It's called a payday loan. Be careful. Be careful. Watch yourselves. Make wise decisions because we have a lot of obstacles that we have to face. I'm going to end this with a little more Barry White. He says, there's no way there's anyone like you. Because there's no way he could have made two. And I want you to know, my people, you're great, you're powerful, and you're strong. Don't get caught up, don't get sucked in by the waves and winds of this world. Make wise decisions. There's a difference between things that you need and things that you want. Don't spend your first, your last, or your everything. I'm Doc V. And I'm going to see you next time. Let's spend our money wisely. I'll see you next time.